Good. Okay. Hello, Mark Lorenzo from Wushu-Kungfu. We're going to be doing a few Sanda basic techniques that we tend to use often in sparring and fighting. Hopefully you have a little bit of Sanda experience, but if you don't, that's okay. We'll kind of break it down and take our time, work through everything. So first, our fighting stance. We want 2 feet on 2 different lines, shoulders at 45. Usually your dominant hand in the back, your dominant eye in the back, both hands up, heel up in the back, knees bent, and pitched just a little forward. So you're ready to go in, okay? And what we're gonna practice first is a punching kick combination, but let's start with the punches. We're gonna throw a 1-2 jab cross. So we step with our front foot, pushing off with our rear foot, throw our front hand, rotate it. Then as we step up with our rear foot, rotate and throw our rear hand, okay? That is a good 1-2 from Sanda. So bend the knees and go. Good. Yep. Go. Good. Go. Good. Go. Go. Right? So go. Yeah. So we try not to rush early on. We want to get good, clean rotation and stepping the same distance with each foot so that we don't end up spread wide or come up too far where our stance becomes ineffective. All right. Go. Good. Rotate the fists. Go. 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 One more. Go. Good. So from here, we want to be able to throw our roundhouse kick off the back leg. So we're going to make a little bit of an adaptation. When we throw the 1-2, we step in 1-2. But this time, we're going to make sure that we don't rotate for our cross too far. If we go really hard on our cross, it's very hard to throw an effective kick. You've kind of committed your hips to the punch. And this is what some people call cadence punching, where the emphasis, we always hit hard with our strikes, but there will be heavier emphasis on one strike over another. And so I'm willing to pull a little bit of power and extension out of my cross to get to my roundhouse kick quicker. So when I step, I'll throw 1, I'll throw 2 as I rotate. And then as soon as I extend, I don't overextend, I immediately swing this hand for roundhouse kick coming up, boom, and back. So again, 1, 2, 3, back. And that becomes faster than overcommitting and then coming back and trying to commit to the kick, okay? So again, 1, 2, kick, back. One more time, go. Good. Keep the front hand up as you kick. You can swing the kicking leg hand, but keep the front hand up. And it's a good idea to touch the eyebrow. And that helps you know that your hand is up defending, and immediately return the other hand up as well after you kick. They should pass each other on the way out and the way back. Okay, go. And you can slow this down. Make sure you do it balanced. Go. Good. Go. Go. Good. So you want to be balanced as you transition to your kick. You throw 1, 2. Make sure that you get your weight over top of your standing leg, your front leg, to be able to throw your kick. You should be able to come up and be balanced, okay? If you are behind your leg, when you go to kick, you're going to feel like you're falling back, and then you're going to leap into it and probably overcommit to your kick. Big part of Sanda is people will counter kick or catch immediately. So if you don't have balance when you kick, you're going to lose very quickly, all right? You might have a powerful kick. It might seem damaging, but you'll get caught. So let's try it again. 1, 2, kick. Really feel that balance. 1, 2, balance on the foot and kick. Good. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Good. Go. Relax. Good. Go. Go. Good. One more. Go. All right. So when we do this technique, think of getting the form correct first. Then you will get speed. Then you'll get power. So you want to be balanced so that you can get speed, and then power will come naturally. And obviously, if you're working out, if you're hitting bags, you're hitting mitts, you're going to get that strength and explosive power. You want to be able to control that power and make it effective. So start with good form. If you're falling over, if you're leaning back to kick, things like this, fix that first and take your time. If you're falling over, kick lower first, right? This is very effective as a leg kick. So let's throw them, make sure we're all throwing as a leg kick now. So 1, 2, and down low. So think of where the knee is, right above on your own body. Down low, leg kick. Okay, ready, go. So 1, 2, leg kick. Go, bam, bam, ba. Good. Go, bam, ba, ba. Good. Go. Good. So when we throw this as a leg kick, the reason why I said that, if Jeff comes out with me, if we both stand in our stances, we're both in the same stance, the rear leg roundhouse kick is what goes into the thigh. So as we exchange, we both are hitting back and forth that way. The problem with just throwing a roundhouse kick without your hands is, again, we said in Sanda, you can catch. So if he just throws without setting it up, I'm going to catch, punch, kick his leg out, do everything I can to take him down. And I've seen this happen in fights where people are so nervous and they come out and they want to intimidate the opponent, throw a hard kick without hands, without giving them something. So you want to have something here to set him up, make him have to deal with that so that you can land. Finally, you can use a little bit of an angle so that if he counter punches, I'm off the line a little bit and then hit this way, back on a 45. So that's just some details for it. Now let's go into a variation. We've been throwing the back leg, but we also have a front leg. So I want to be able to throw the same setup, 1, 2, very common setup, but I want to throw the front leg. And I want it to be so similar that it's hard for the person to tell which side the kick's coming. So as I throw 1, 2, normally my hip is turning, right? Turns and throws a kick. This time my hip is going to turn and step up, right? 1, 2, step, kick, okay? So 1, 2, rear foot, step up, kick, okay? Now, when we do this, we actually want the rhythm to still be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, step, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't want to give ourselves that time of 1, 2, ha, ha, because they see the step, right? Obviously, when I step, that tells them, oh, that's not a kick, that's a step, it's coming from the other side. I want them to be ready to block that kick and eat it on the body side. So we're going to go 1, 2, kick. So you try to step and unwind the kick. Let's break it down further. One way you can work this is just throw stepping in cross, kick. And this can give you a sense of how to do it. So follow with me. Ready? Go cross, kick. Good. And back. Cross, kick. 3 more. Go. 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 Now let's put a 1 in front of it. Ready? Go. Okay. Now I'm going to bring Jeff out again, just so you can see why we would do these 2 different kicks. If we're in the same stance, again, orthodox and orthodox, or southpaw and southpaw, and we call this closed stance. This would be open, where both of our sides facing the same way. Our rear leg tends to land here. Well, our front leg, we could throw it to a couple locations. We can go here, the inner thigh. We can go to the body kick, which is really good. So I tend to practice that one a lot. We can also kick the head, of course. So what I like is the idea that we keep setting up our opponent. If we've been fighting for a while and hitting and getting him to check hard, maybe getting him to try that block that we saw where he catches, that catch, right? So he tries to catch and drive, right? When I see those kind of movements, I know now that he's going to fall for the kick on the other side. Even if he's very good in blocks, you tend to shield towards whatever side you think the impact is coming. So you almost lean on it. And when somebody hits the other way, it can disrupt your balance, even when you have your guard in the way. So that's why we like to do this. We mix it up. So we try to throw the rear leg and then sometimes throw the front leg. Mixed with that, finally, we can step on angles. So we can move a little bit to our outside and then come back as we throw our inside kick. And any variation of that, in and out. And that becomes very effective to not get hit as we go in. We can bait people to make mistakes there. Okay? So I suggest trying to play with that when you do shadow boxing. Set a 2-minute or 3-minute round. And everybody just try for a little bit. throwing, 1, 2, kick, and then just move, right? On your own. And this is what you should do on your own. When you're a Sanda fighter, you just play, right? Play around, get used to it, try different heights. Of course, you could always throw, to the body with a punch, with a kick. The variation becomes very fun. Good. Okay, let's do another technique. And so in Sanda, we don't have very many. We have a few throws, we have some punches, we have kicks, right, etc. But we've got to make the best of these few techniques, really, and use them in very, very diverse ways. This next one, we're going to use that lead leg round kick again. We're going to practice getting very quick with it. So for this one, what I want to do, step up and throw a leg kick and come back. So up, kick, back, down. So this is a good in-out movement when you kind of play the game of Sanda, trying to score, and you want to get that quick slap on the leg, get out. Okay? So let's do them together. Ready? 1. And we just go in. Good. 2. 3. 4. And 1 more. 5. Good. So when I do that, I don't want to commit too hard to the kick. I want to be in and out. Just get the point, or if they dodge, don't get counted. Okay? Let's go to what a common dodge in Sanda looks like. And Jeff, if you come out again, sometimes what I'll do, I'm a southpaw, so this is where this works better here for us for showing. He goes to kick in my lead leg, I take it away, and then I go back, right? So that's a common game that we'll play. We'll learn this. So he goes, I go, right? Now we want to stack that. So one technique that's really awesome against that is if he takes his leg away, is to go right to the side kick, okay? And that's another reason not to commit really heavy on that quick lead leg roundhouse kick. If you commit really hard to that lead leg roundhouse kick, you get stuck in if you make impact, and which then can be caught, and you're not nimble enough to go to the next thing. So you kind of lash with it, almost like it's a nunchuck and the chain is your knee. You just lash with it and then go to the side kick very quickly. So let's break it down nice and quick. We're going to do one movement, which is step up and kick. Bah. Allow your feet to land a little more in line. You don't need to bring it back to that fighting stance because you're going to fire the side kick. If it even goes a little past, is okay. You go right to your side kick. Okay? So as I do that, what I want to do, I want to kick and turn my hip. That's what will bring the kick through. And right from here, as I pivot for my side kick, I point my toes away from me. I'm going to push into them so I can cover more ground. That's if they scoot away, I can still catch them. Okay? So let's try it with 2 beats. So 1, and then from here, 2, right? Good. Relax. 1, 2, good. Okay, now we try it as a whole thing. You want to touch the ball of your foot down and spring off the floor like a springboard. So don't try to hold it in the air. That's too hard and you lose a lot of power. You try to bounce and go right for the next kick. Okay. So relax. Don't try to go hard. Just try to go smooth and pretty quick. Don't go as fast as you can. Try to go smooth and pretty quick. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Go. So just smooth. Go. Good. Go. Good. Ready? Go.
Coach Lorenzo, you have 1 more minute.
Great. Okay. 1 more. Go. Let's teach one fun one for the road, and we'll do this one super fast. Super fast Superman punch. Okay. This one we don't throw too often, but it's a good one to get a point in on somebody. Let's throw our rear leg front kick. We open up. Boom. Rear leg front kick. Let's do it again. Open up. Push. 1 more time. Right? Once we get them afraid of us landing that kick, we start to raise the foot, and then we just spring off and throw the rear hand. Okay? So let's do front kick, then Superman. Let's show everybody. Ready? Go. Kick. And now Superman. Right? Good. 1 more. Kick. And Superman. Good. Okay. Good. So I think that kind of covers it. A lot of fun little things to do. Obviously, you've got to train these things to get better. You need to work on all your basics. Don't get carried away. Things like the Superman punch are fun, but if you train that more than your jab, you're not going to be a good Sanda fighter. Work on your jab, your cross, front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick, and your takedowns. You'll be an excellent Sanda fighter. Excellent.
Thank you very much, Coach Mark Lorenzo. This is Wushu-Kungfu from Baltimore, Maryland.
Everybody, Jing Li, thank you.